It's round 8 of the Daytona DMAX Inter Heats Championship. We're back here at Clay Pigeon. Weren't here last year, but it's great to be back at what is one of the most technical circuits in the country. Very short lap. It's about 30, just under 40 seconds a lap if you get it completely right. As you can see, we are doing the heats at the moment. Now, let's talk about the championship. We are in the business end of it. We only have 2 rounds after this. Bobby Trunley currently leads. Let's see if we can point him out. He's just in the middle there. You can see him in the blue race suit and white helmet. He is currently the championship leader. He leads by 87 points over Mike Coppin. Mike will point him out as he comes past. He's actually second on the road in this heat. So 87 points back. There may be a part of him that's written off his title hopes. One thing he will be planning to do though is hold on to second in the championship, because only 8 points behind Mark in third place is Chris Alcock. Now Chris, for the last 2 rounds, has also been racing in the enduro category. You can check those videos out on our YouTube channel, and Chris won the earlier enduro race here. So Chris Alcock is the in-form man at Clay Pigeon, perhaps the favourite for today, and if he takes a win, he could take second away from Mike Coppin. Let's get into the final and find out.
Okay, it's the Inter Heats final here for round 8 at Clay Pigeon for Daytona DMAX. Your grid for this final race of the day is Mike Copping and Joe Ellis on the front row, Chris Hackworth, Chris Alcock, row 2, Richard Lacey, Philip Senior, row 3, Alan Curtis, Bobby Trunley, row 4, Jordan Taylor, Sean Briley, row 5, ahead of George Hucknall, Chris Kirk, Seb Algieri, Andy Stobart, James Watts, James Browning, Lee Carey and David Stephen. And Chris, again, for 2 separate categories, 3 different winners.
Yep, Richard Lacey won the first one from Alan Curtis, Chris Hackworth, Chris Alcock and Bobby Trunley. Heat number 2 was won by Mike Coppin from Chris Hackworth, Joe Ellis, Philip Senior, who had a good run in that second heat, could be one to watch in this one, and Chris Alcock. Bobby Trunley won Heat 3 after a black flag in one of the earlier heats from Joe Ellis. Jordan Taylor, Mike Coppin, Philip Senior once again in the top 5 in the second and third heats. It's the Inter final then. We've had the 3 heats. Now it's time for the final. Mike Coppin looking in good shape for this one. He's going to be to the left, and to the right, alongside him on the front row, Joe Ellis.
With Mike Coppin currently second in the championship, it's all to play for. 87 points between him and Bobby Trunley, currently leading the championship. And we go green here for the final time at Clay Pigeon.
Mike Coppin leading them down towards turn 2 then. Chris Hackworth trying to slot into second. In fact, the door is open for Chris Hackworth to take the lead, and he's gone through it. So Chris Hackworth is going to lead them down towards turn 4 for the first time. Mike Coppin is in second place. Chris Alcock is now in third place. Fourth place, I believe, is Joe Ellis. And 5th looks to be Alan Curtis, with Richard Lacey next along. Jordan Taylor is going to be in 7th or 8th place. And Bobby Trunley trying to go around the outside of Jordan Taylor will make that place in towards turn number 6. Just ahead, Richard Lacey goes into, or attempts to go into 5th place. And a bit of argy-bargy.
Sideways a little bit there, and John Taylor is on the run to capitalise on the run down into turn 2. But no, Lacey keeps the pace for the moment. But Taylor actually throws it up the inside. Lacey goes a bit sideways there going into turns 2.
Yep, so Richard Lacey's going to lose 1, 2, just about loses 2 positions. Briley will make that 3 at the next corner. Up ahead, Bobby Trunley has gone through to 4th place, going past Ellis. We've got a yellow flag out. Who is that we have off down at turn number 4 there? We'll pick that one up as they come through. Is that Philip Senior?
That is Philip Senior. He was doing really well earlier on today.
Yeah, so a shame for Philip Senior. Has been having a good day. 4th in Heat 2, 5th in Heat 3, but not working out in the final. And it's finally round the outside of Mike Coppin at turn 1, takes the inside at turn 2. Bobby Trunley into 3rd place, early doors here. Up ahead, it's Hackworth and Alcock. Alcock doesn't look in any particular rush to get through. Trunley 3rd, Coppin 4th. Then it is Taylor next along from Joe Ellis and Alan Curtis, and it's Sean Briley, one to watch, in 9th place there as they make their way up towards the last corner. Philip Senior has lost about 4 seconds to the rest of the pack in that incident.
Now this battle for the leads is hotly intensifying as you've got Hackworth from Alcock from Trunley. Trunley was thinking of a move up the inside into turn 2, sets the fastest lap of the race in the process. Alcock takes the lead going into turn 3. Brilliant opportunistic move there. And you've also got Mike Copping and Jordan Taylor not that far behind. So brilliant move by Chris Alcock to take the lead in the heats final.
Oh, good move from Jordan Taylor. Attempt to go through to 4th place. Mike Copping looks behind, says, let's just work together here, catch the top 3 and sort it out afterwards. Joe Ellis, I think, will be... and Mike Copping, I think, pointing where he wants Jordan Taylor to hit him. Not in the side, please. Just push the rear bumper all the way down the straight and let's go after those top 3.
Well, Jordan Taylor, as Chris Hackworth sternly defends from Bobby Trunley going into turn 2. Trunley's trying to get the upper hand into the turn 3 chicane. Jordan Taylor
he's not
bumps
listening.
the curbs
He
again.
don't want to listen to Mike Copping. So Mike Copping's going to have to try and be a little bit more...
Taylor throws it up the inside of Mike Copping going into turn 4. The pair clash and Joe Ellis is there waiting to capitalise. Ellis tries to get past Copping, and Copping goes up the inside and pushes Taylor wide, and in the process Joe Ellis goes from 4th to 6th in one corner.
Here we go, we're about to see a change of position. Well, I'll tell you what, Hackworth taking a much tighter line than expected there, but somehow Trunley, I think, might just about pull off this move on the exit.
No, he doesn't. Hackworth gets ahead.
Work together, guys, come on. Chris Hackworth and Bobby Trunley just need to try and work together here because Chris Alcock is gone. Down the road, he's away and clear. He's in the fight for 2nd in the championship. This is exactly what he would have wanted. And Chris Hackworth, who I think is 6th in the championship, just wants the best results he can, and he's still defending from Bobby Trunley. Bobby Trunley will now try again into the chicane, and that time he's through, and Joe Ellis letting Chris Hackworth know he's behind. So sorry afterwards, but just letting him know he was there.
Yeah, a little tap on the back bumper, which nearly catapulted Hackworth forward, coming off of that turn 3.
It's almost flattened to that anyway, so I don't think Hackworth would have minded too much. No. Behind that are the recovering Mike Copping and Jordan Taylor. Now we've calmed down now, guys, and we can get involved in this battle for 2nd place. They were worrying a bit too much about each other for a time, but if they can work together a little bit, they'll get in this fight for 2nd. 2.6 seconds now. Chris Alcock won't be caught from there. Get a good shot from the drone when we here at Clay Pigeon. You can pretty much see the whole circuit at times in the one shot. But Chris Alcock has Bobby Trunley behind, and Bobby Trunley has just set a new fastest lap. 3/10 quicker last time was Bobby Trunley than Chris Alcock. Battle for 3rd is getting pretty close, isn't it? Hackworth has had to do a lot of defending already this race, and he may have to do some more with Joe Ellis starting to apply some pressure. What's going to happen when Mike Copping is caught by Jordan Taylor in the next lap or so?
Well, if the pair start working together, they can probably catch Hackworth and Ellis, because
I don't think Mike will make Jordan Taylor's life too difficult here. You know, I think he'll probably just let him go through and focus on the drivers ahead. Well, that's what I would do anyway.
As Mike Copping goes 2 wheels on the grass, and that's allowed Jordan Taylor to capitalise.
And
he puts 2 wheels on the grass. Look at Alan Curtis. He goes up round the outside of Jordan Taylor, and that allows Sean Briley to go up the inside on the final turn.
Whatever I said about Mike Copping now, I was wrong. He's going to go ultra defensive now for the last 2 minutes plus a lap in towards turn 2. He's gone too deep on the brakes, and that's going to be Jordan Taylor going through. And Mike Copping pushed a little bit wide there, goes a little bit sideways. He's now lost a place to Briley and to Curtis as well.
And if he doesn't watch out, he's going to lose out to Hucknall and Lacey, who are right behind him.
Yes,
Lacey goes up the inside of Hucknall going into turn 5. Mike Copping's around on the outside, has got the inner run going into turn... Well, actually loses out to Lacey there. So Lacey had really good momentum coming out of that corner, battling with Hucknall, and Mike Copping drops another place. Joe Ellis has got the inside line going into the turn 3 chicane, throws one up the inside of Chris Hackworth to take 3rd. And that was very good. That was echoing Tarakalmu in the heats final last time around, if I remember correctly, on Rob Bennett. But Hackworth is still trying to fight back.
Good move then. Well, he's Ellis defending, and behind that Briley, I think, has just gone past Jordan Taylor for 5th place. It could be.
And Lacey nearly goes very sideways, catching the inside curb on the coming out of turn 5. so that could have put him into a spin there. So he very good save in front of Mike Copping with George Hucknall behind.
That's where it's all kicking off on circuit, isn't it? Oh, and Mike Copping up the inside of Richard Lacey, runs too wide. Richard Lacey's actually going to make a place on Curtis. Mike Copping drops to the back of the queue, and it's turning into a race to forget for Mike Copping with the last lap board out. Flag is now being prepared, Alex.
So we're just waiting for our leader to
Here he comes, Chris Alcock out the last corner. The flag's being prepared. Round 8 victory goes to Chris Alcock. He wins both the Enduro and the Heats final. Bobby Trunley finishes second place. Third place goes to Chris Hackworth. It's saying Joe Ellis into across the line first, but
well, that's interesting.
It says they were split here by...
What? No. Look,
did Joe Ellis get a penalty?
I'm just thinking, did Joe Ellis was he the one that knocked that cone? Because that's given him a 5-second penalty, promoting Chris Hackworth and Sean Briley to third and fourth.
So Ellis 5th, Jordan Taylor 6th, Richard Lacey 7th, Alan Curtis 8th, Mike Coppin 9th, and it's Seb Algeri, George Hucknall, David Stephen, James Wattis, Lee Carey, Philip Senior, James Browning, Chris Kirk, and Andy Stobart rounding out the field.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Chris Hackworth, Bobby Trunley, and your Heat winner, Chris Alcock.
Have you enjoyed it in the Heats?
Yeah, I've had a pretty good day. I finished third the first heat, second the second heat, starting fourth for the third heat, but I managed to get knocked into a spin, so I wasn't happy with that. But starting third the final, got a good start into turn one, managed to get the lead, and I thought, tyres still a bit cold on the rear, I can maybe hang on, but to be honest, they never really warmed up. I don't know, it's getting colder, but the rear tyres never stayed thing, so I was struggling to hold the tight line into turn one, and once they're on the inside of me, I have to give them room to the chicane, but unfortunately for Joe Ellis, he got a cone penalty, so I finished fourth on the road, but with his penalty I get third, but I'm happy with that.
It was a good battle towards the end. Chris, well done on your third place. We'll move on to second, Bobby Trunley. Bobby, back again. You're used to these podiums, aren't you? Second place this time, though. Good points for the championship.
I don't think it would count for any points, though.
Why not?
Because I got a third black flag of the season.
Right. Okay.
Points. But...
That's stunned me. I don't know what to say now. What do I ask now? Have you enjoyed clay pigeon?
Oh, yeah. Good racing. Chicane shenanigans, obviously. Got black flag for that. But anyway, the final started 8th. Had a cracking race. Just fight through the pack. Chris gave me, Hackworth, not Chris, gave me a good battle, and once I got by him, I tried to catch Alcock, but I was really trying to, but I couldn't really build in that much inroads. But I set the fastest lap by about, I think, 5 thousandths or something compared to him. It was just... No.
2 thousandths.
2 thousandths. So yeah.
Close. Yeah, close. Well done. Well done, Bobby. Second place. I touched on the black flag there. And then we come to the winner. Back on the top step, 2 in one day. Did you expect that this morning?
No. In a word, I'm like the cat that's got the cream Cheshire cat smile going on. I can't get rid of it. I could get used to this. I know why Bobby's up here so often now. It feels all right, doesn't it?
Do you think this is a bit of a boost for your season that you might need to go on and take some more victories at Tamworth and Milton Keynes?
I really need it for the championship. I think on countback after the 2 drop rounds, I was sat in 4th coming into today. 3rd in the table right now, but 2 drop rounds, so you've got to take that into account. But yeah, hopefully this is a building block for the nice run into the Christmas period. I would like to be on the podium again this year. I was 3rd last year overall, so hopefully 3rd or 2nd beckons if I can do this again.
Good stuff. Well, thanks for speaking to us. Chris Alcock, the winner this time. 2 more rounds to go. We're going to Daytona Tamworth next month. Daytona Milton Keynes is where we'll finish in November. 3 different weight classes. Enduros for the guys who look to do the longer races, and the heats if you prefer your sprint as well. Or you can do them both together and you get a bit of a discount. So come and get involved. DaytonaMax.co.uk or call this number.